Hello, everybody. Welcome back here to the BTS Pro Series. It's season 14. It's the final series of the evening. Dreamers Esports taking on the side of NoRunes. My name is Cryptic here with Neph once again, getting ready to go into what I'm sure is to be a fun series, right?
That is right, buddy. We're well underway of the draft, and we're seeing a hero that we haven't seen yet today. As it's been banned out every other game.
Yeah, you wanna? I guess we could show the draft. I guess that's fine if we want to just jump right into it. That's cool. Yeah, the Brood Mother. Can you believe it? It's here, and then we get another hero that we haven't seen all tournaments because it's bad. The Void Spirit.
We've seen it.
Mm, really, I haven't at least.
Wasn't it yesterday?
No one's picked Void Spirit.
10 seconds.
No one picked Void Spirit yesterday. Hold on, let me fact check this one real quick.
5 seconds.
Or what? Oh, this is the BTS Pro Series 14.
I'm a little bit curious what they plan to do this. Nuages is a classic Undying spammer. This is one of his favorite heroes, so it is going to be the 5 position Undying here. Broodmother into the offlane. Mr. Jeans taking the Void Spirit mid. And yeah, there's not a lot of mystery to the NoRunes lineup. This is all very cut and dry. Like, you know where everything's going. So Dreamers, they can kind of use that to advantage. Maybe play a little bit flexibility here between the Snapfire and the Monkey King.
Did I just make that up?
Yeah.
I'm questioning my reality right now.
I told you, man. There's been no Void Spirit picks. Part of that is because the hero is bad. So
It wasn't even on the game that I casted on that day either. All right, I made it up.
it's been
When
picked
the hell
twice.
did I watch a
Radiant's
Void
up,
Spirit
spamming
game?
Yeah. I don't know. It's been picked twice this tournament, but not having a good win rate.
Ugh, I could have. All right.
Don't worry about it. It's cool.
All right. So
You might need to
Rubik,
put your
Broodmother,
glasses
Void
back on.
Spirit.
Maybe that's what's going on here.
No, these are just to making me.
10
These, this is
seconds.
a prop that I need to use to see more than like a foot in front of me, but a prop nonetheless.
I was gonna
It's
say
just to make me
it
look
might make
smart.
you feel smarter. So is
No.
the idea there, but maybe not.
Anyways, let's talk these two drafts. Broodmother is coming out for the first time today. When we saw it yesterday, we weren't exactly impressed.
10 seconds.
Yeah, it did struggle for sure. Like it was one of those things that it farmed, it did what it was supposed to do, but then it didn't really help the team at all, and then the team lost. So it was very unfortunate.
Literally like Guardian Greaves, and then wasn't
Gets the
able to play
ban.
with the team, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Maybe this time it'll be different. Either way, no runes against Dreamers. I definitely favor no runes coming into this one. Again, this is a team that climbed up or was going to climb up to Division One, ended up selling their slot,
Dyer
uh,
gets the ban.
running it back in Division Two again, and now in the BTS Pro Series, which they have done pretty well historically when they were spirits and whatnot.
Yeah. They did go 1-1
But
yesterday against Infinity, which is also one of the stronger looking teams at the moment.
mhm.
But we'll see what they end up doing here on
10
Dreamers.
seconds
I
left. Plenty of
think
time
they
to
are
call an
also
announcer
running
you
with
love
an
'em or
a
what's in your
slightly modified
heart. 5
lineup.
seconds.
I don't know. No one keeps their names the same. It's impossible for me to know who is who anymore. Unless I add every one of these people on my friends list and then tag
Radiant's
them
up.
all up. I don't know.
Dyer's turn to pick.
It looks like Jay Mari joined. Okay, no, this is the whole team.
Welcome to
Yeah,
the
nothing new here really.
All right, it's hero choosing
Yeah,
time.
who's 555?
555 is that's the actual support player. He's from Chile.
All right, well, he wasn't on the roster that I'm familiar with.
But yeah, they haven't
Anyways,
like
Morphin
actually
picked
like moved the roster around. Like most of these are all the actual same players.
Okay. Morphin picked up last. They grabbed Puck as well. So you have decent lockdown initiation. You can do a lot of damage to these heroes if you catch them under Dream Coil with the Snapfire ultimate and the Wukong command as well. I mean, Puck's going to be your main initiator. He's probably going to be forced to build a Blink Dagger so we can actually start fights this game instead of going for a Witch Blade, which is kind of unfortunate. Meanwhile, heroes on no runes. I mean, I think if they don't get the silence off at a mini, they're going to struggle to blow them up because while they have a lot
10
of magic
seconds.
damage, it's not like heavy burst. And they do have some saves in the form of, what is your normally picked up on Broodmother, Soul Rip coming out from Undying, and then like being able to lift people out with Rubik. I'm just not so sure this Void Spirit is going to do so well. We haven't seen it perform well in the last little while, right?
Yeah, I honestly, I feel like Void Spirit is probably the weakest of all of the spirits at the moment. He has not had a really solid performance, I think, in most games that I have seen. A couple times here and there, but I think honestly, it's not a hero that inspires confidence, I would say.
Yeah.
Um,
The admin, by the way, just asked why my name was Onion Dip 42, not knowing that I have rebranded to this.
I see.
Yeah. Kind of like how you call yourself Cryptic at the beginning of games now.
It's true. So there's a reason behind that, but yeah, I essentially rebranding to Cryptic. Yeah,
No, I'm rebranding to Onion Dip 42
I
from
see.
neph.
That's a quite the deviation.
Yep.
Okay. Good luck.
Mhm. What made you decide to change your name?
It's just easier to say. That's literally it.
Yeah, same with me.
It's just easier to say.
Yeah.
It's cryptic, but the R is silent. You know, that's how I look at it.
Yep. So when someone tries to look you up,
Well, too bad.
what happens?
They better know how to. I mean, I'm sure if they
Ready?
type cryptic
You don't look
Dota
right.
or something, they'll
Well,
find
we're
me.
starting, so
It's
I
not
wonder
that
if
hard.
I search on Wikipedia, Onion Dip 42. No, I'm not on there.
Yeah, weird. Not a verified caster on the. What can you do? You just gotta work some more events, man. I'm sure they'll verify you eventually.
It's offensive. I'm sure some Wikipedia editor will know that I am also known as Onion Dip 42.
Yes.
Anyways, back on topic of the game. Almost saw Brawl come out over by the room.
He goes like, wait a minute. They just played into war on the high ground. He's like, I can't get out of here now. Boundless Strike comes first, and yeah, first blood for Adrian. That's quite a good start for him.
Yeah, nobody had to go any abilities they didn't want to get at the beginning of the game either. You still went web. Everyone got the level 1 things. And the fact that it goes over to Adrian is pretty nice as well.
Dewards his or denies his top lane ward as well. Bottom lane. They're actually going to try and fight to not only for the rune here, but also to defend the sentry. Nice toss away from the tiny.
teammate.
Yeah, and they're going to start denying their ward. The question is, will he actually deny it? Okay, he does. I was like, sometimes people leave it at like one auto attack and pretend like they denied it, but I guess that one was under vision, so it wouldn't really matter.
Yep. All right. 3 bounty runes and first blood for the side of Dreamers to start this game off. I mean, I thought NoRunes would be the stronger team here, but this is a decent way to start your laning phase.
Yeah, definitely. That being said, also, mid lane, Mr. Jeans denied 2 of the creep waves. Or two of the creep waves. 2 of the creeps on the first wave. So we'll see. Top lane should be pretty good for Monkey King. Honestly, Crystal Maiden, Monkey King is a pretty solid lane here into the Broodmother, unless you miss the range creeps like that, which probably shouldn't happen.
Yep.
But J-Mari in the mid lane here on the puck. Should have a pretty good time. Why does he have quotes around his name?
J1.
He's like J1, but it's like quotation J1.
Oh, no. What's Cyber Score?
I'm sure just one of their sponsors or something.
Yeah, normally the players have like their girlfriends at the end of the name. I think Cyber Score is their sponsor, given that all of them have it.
Yeah, I'd imagine so. Nuaga is just running at the tiny here. Beating him down. It is an off-lane Snapfire, by the way, which I kind of like. I think this hero is pretty sick in the off-lane. Some people are trying to tell me it's not good. I think, you know, that's fine. You can have bad opinions. Not everyone's perfect. Frostbite top lane, onto the Brood. They will be able to drop the Boundless Strike to follow this one up. Hiko taking a good chunk of damage. Another Crystal Nova in one. They get the Spider. And this is what I was talking about. Like, once you get to level 2 on these lane, it should be pretty easy to find the kills onto the Broodmother. Rubik does not have a lot of utility in terms of, like, stopping that from happening, right? Telekinesis is not that great of a spell.
I only just noticed that when you don't have boots on the Crystal Maiden, the wolf walks in like a trot, and it's like running when you do have boots.
Yeah, she kind of just like strolls around, you know, no big deal. Just kind of like,
Yeah.
Nuages with a creep deny. Very nice.
Yep. Nice to get away from the Tiny there. Tiny's left without much regen either, or HP. Not to a very good start. Anyway, the mid lane matchup between Puck and Void Spirit. I do believe that the first couple of levels, I think, is supposed to be kind of Puck favorite, but Void Spirit is winning this one pretty hard. 14-7.
Yeah, I don't feel like it should be that heavily going the
Maybe
way
I'm
of the Void
completely
Spirit,
wrong with
but
this one. Because I know that like Void Spirit does quite well against Puck, being able to like drop the Aether Remnant on him as he comes out of like phase shift and whatnot. It's very hard to dodge the Void Spirit's abilities. You've got like Quelling Blade melee advantage as well. You've got decent harass on the Puck.
yeah, I think Puck's just kind of misplaying the lane, honestly. Like, I think that's really all it comes down to. J is taking a lot of extra damage from the Void Spirit. So. It also did not help that he had 2 of the creeps denied in the first wave.
Yeah, up in the top lane, Hiko just about got dove underneath the tower, but he managed to get away. Adrian couldn't finish him off there.
I feel like that's just going to keep happening. I don't know how much farm Hiko's going to be able to find here in this lane. But.
Yeah.
Avalanche toss back here. Undying Nart. Oh, what a cookie as well. Okay. Little cheeky play there from the side of Dreamer's bottom.
Another kill off into him. I mean, the first one was a deny. To correct
Yeah.
myself.
But that one, no chance. It was sick though. It was Avalanche tossed back, and then the Snapfire like cookies the Tiny to where he tossed him. It was pretty funny. Top lane, Rubik in a lot of trouble. Does have a telekinesis and 10-1 charges. I don't know if he's gonna use them though. Yeah, no real point. He definitely dies here.
I'd rather hold on to them for his next life rather than committing it and just being a waste there. He's too far out of position to be able to get away.
And
fire.
Monkey King back to farming. Yeah, I mean, quote unquote space for the Broodmother. He managed to pick up a handful more creeps there. But they're having a great time on this safe lane.
Yep. Rubik decides to TP out the mid lane, refill the bottle of the Void Spirit, and Void Spirit is getting pretty close to level 6, but won't get it off of this wave. It'll be the next one. And dying dies again.
So just another Avatos back.
Lane.
Yeah, top lane. They're going to go onto the Crystal Maiden. Nice boundless strike, and a Frostbite does come through. 555. He's out. Oh, does need to be careful. That Silken Boa provides a good amount of evasion. And Adrian, he has another Primal Spring in one, but just going to do a little bit of damage on over to the Rubik before going back to farm. I'm just going to call Crystal Maiden 5 from now on. That is way too much to say. Ooh, Mini dodging out Avalanche and Cookie Bottom. Classic. No points in the phase shift mid. Yeah, it's going to be a haste rune. Never mind. Haste rune picked up here top lane for Mr. Jeans. They don't have a ward that scouts him quite yet as he places another ward on the high ground there. That's a little bit odd. It's like half the duration of the other one still.
Maybe he just figures he's not going to be able to get another ward.
Oh, Monkey King about to be very sad with his courier. Oh, the micro. Wait a minute. Oh, he sees it now. He's not fast enough. All right, he got very lucky on, or not lucky. That was just very smart. If he had lost his ring of health there, it would have been really rough for this lane.
It would have been quite a sad monkey. Surprised that we don't see any rotations with either of the mid laners. Both Void Spirit and Puck usually love making rotation to the side lanes at the 6-minute mark. Mr. Gene's going to try to commit onto the Puck right now. He just jumps forward with the
no points coil.
Astral Step. Yep. You mentioned it to me just a second ago, level 5 he had no points in the phase shift. I think he realized that he does need it against the Void Spirit now. He's like, okay, if I'm sitting in lane, I'm gonna go for this instead of my coil.
There's the haste rune.
He can't actually commit onto me.
Tiny, he's looking to just try and toss him away. Avalanche does come through. He's got another moment for the Astral Step. Trying to hide on the other side of the tree, but unfortunately, oh
No.
oh my, the attack speed is so slow.
Yeah.
Oh
poor
man,
Tiny.
the sleeping centaurs.
Yeah.
It's a good name for a Dota team.
Yeah. Poor 0 agility boy just couldn't get his attack off fast enough. That would have been so sad for Mr. Jeans if he had lost that.
Top lane, Adrian in some trouble. Silken Boa not going to be enough to stop him from getting those Jingu stacks, so they have to back off. Bottom lane, there is an Arcane Rune here, and an Avalanche onto the rune. Coil comes out. They go ahead and toss him in place with the Mortimer Kisses. Big rotation to the mid lane. And that will bring down the Void Spirit, so nicely done.
Hero smoked up beside him as he was going for that rune. He never stood a chance there. Yeah, and full vision thanks to this Observer Ward as well. So, Dreamers, they're up 6 kills right now. Or sorry, they're up 5 kills right now. 6 and 1, but less than a 1k net worth advantage. And a lot of this is coming from the Morphling, who's got like 65 CS at the moment.
Yeah, he's doing really well. I mean, top net worth is still the Monkey King, of course, but he also has 2 additional kills, so that's going to go a long way. In the river here, they're going to find Jamari on the puck. Remnant, he does end up jaunting to it. It looks like he's going to be okay. Well, maybe he looks for more. He does have that Arcane Rune. Top lane. Oh no, Hiko gives him the Jingu stacks. And 5, in some trouble. Gonna get ran down by the Sprued Mother, and finds the kill.
Yeah. Well, with this, I might try to push it, push the tower.
Puck dies under the ward. Nicely done by Jeans.
How?
I do not know. He just stuck around for too long. Boundless Strike already came through.
They had
Adrian's
them.
dead top as well. Oh boy.
Alright, they're crumbling now.
Just like that. Big rotations to the top lane. They get a solo kill on puck mid, and NoRunes are now in the lead. A lot of gold swinging from, I mean, just from the 2 in the top lane, over like 1,500 gold. It doesn't even count the puck.
Try to go on to Mr. Jeans. Get them with the coil. He doesn't want to
They
commit.
don't have the damage.
I don't think they've.
Oh,
they're
they're
gonna
gonna try.
He snaps it immediately, but again, with these abilities still on cooldown, they can't finish him off. At the very least, they push him away from the runes. So puck grabs the haste.
If you're in the vicinity of Dire's top tower,
But all of these deaths all over the map, it gives Hiko a chance to grab the top tower. I didn't think they would have a chance to get this early.
Drakil is dead bottom. Yeah, nicely done by Mini. Beautifully done. Morph. He got baited by the creep. He left it at like 1 HP and tried to chase after it. Ends up dying for it. And Puck dies again in the mid lane.
Yeah. This time, just burst damage coming out from the Void Spirit, then finished off in Fade Bolt and a Soul Rip coming out at the same time. Did another like 200 to him.
Look at the Tiny.
This
He's
Puck
gonna
having a
try.
really rough game.
Oh, can he get the soul kill on a Morphling? Avalanche toss? Nope.
Not enough. They're crumbling, man.
Yeah, they're starting to bleed a lot now. 3k gold lead for the side of NoRunes. That escalated very quickly. The Battle Fury is almost done on Adrian, which his Battle Fury timing is still pretty good if he can get it to it in the next minute or so in the next couple of minutes without dying. But the rest of your team's gonna have to show up and soon. He's got a Frostbite on the Rubik. They're gonna try and just dive here as Hiko makes his presence known. They get him instantly, just completely destroyed. Drakil here now on the Snapfire. They've got Mortimer Kisses, but they don't have the coil. I don't know if they're gonna find the actual kill. The Avalanche comes through. The Mortimer Kisses, does he have the... He didn't have mana to toss. He's gonna be able to get out, and they managed to cancel the Kisses. And the Tombstone is down, doing some work here as they're looking for the Tiny. He's gonna fall first. 5 in the trees, trying to run for his life as Nuages does get the slow there on the Undying, but they will just focus on this mid tower instead.
Yeah, I was in the prize. This mid tower gives you access to so much of the map, makes taking Roshan so much easier as well. Like, it's not worth chasing a CM down if it means giving up this mid tower.
That
and Morphin
is
immediately TP's bottom after this.
6-9 on the kill score now.
Nice.
Rough game,
Nice.
and unless you're Dreamers, and it's less nice now. Hiko has really pulled off on the Broodmother. He had a really rough start to the lane, and just the call from the both supports to come top and to try and shut down this Monkey King has paid dividends. He's level 9.5 now, almost level 10. He's actually just going the Orchid. So this is like an old school build we saw before the Guardian Greaves. Oh, did he?
It's on his courier.
Oh, okay. I was like, this is like an old build. Yeah, I guess he does have 6,000 net worth, so that does make sense.
Yep. I was wondering, I clicked on it, like, where is his money?
Yeah.
This is not 6,000 net worth. Oh, they smoke up on Dreamers now. Looking to make a rotation down to the bottom lane. I mean, if they can find Mini, great. But they need to chain up their stuns perfectly. It needs to be Puck who initiates, and this is kind of why I wanted to see a Blink Dagger come out from him.
Yeah, you also need the Waning Rift to initiate. You can't just coil, right? He just starts morphing.
Yeah.
Mid lane, they saw Nuages, but Rubik just runs north. Dude, they are getting red so hard right now. They're not going to find anything. Avalanche into the toss will pull back the Undying. So, okay, you get yourself a kill there onto the 5, but you need something that's a lot more valuable than that.
Radiant's throwing all they've got at Dire's Radiant scanning for enemies. Or maybe for friends. They look unpopular.
Bottom lane, Adrian needs to be careful underneath the ward. Stolen Avalanche comes through the telekinesis. He just goes down right away, and now Mini with his own Avalanche and his own toss, looking for the Tiny. Sends it right back, almost kills the Morphling. Gets a D ward here on 5. And Puck on the backside. Instantly canceled there by the Rubik, but a coil does come down, hold it in place. Freezing Field does get tossed, but they cancel it immediately. A 1-for-1 trade as the Puck cuts and runs. All right. Another good fight there for NoRunes. I don't know. Is the Battle Fury Monkey King enough for them to get back into this game or stay on par with the side of NoRunes? Because Morphling, Broodmother, they're farming really fast.
It means he can't go next item eggs. I think if he goes next item eggs, he just gets blown up. Like, at that point, you go on 2 farming items, you're not ready to fight with your team. He might have to change his mind from the items after he's got keyed up next and just go straight for a Scotty or a BKB. Please tell me he changed his mind. He did not. He's got the Blade of Alacrity.
It's a Blade of Alacrity.
Yeah. So I think at this point, they just get overrun. That's why a lot of carries just don't build a Battle Fury anymore. It comes out too slowly. And by the time you have it, like, you just die. You have no extra stats. Like, your Monkey King is 1200 HP.
I feel like it is
in no time at all.
Yeah, I feel like it is one of those items that Monkey King can still build because he normally is picked in winning lanes, right? You don't really just pick Monkey King for the sake of having a Monkey King. So you pick this hero because you know you're going to win your lane. So, like, he's one of those heroes that builds Battle Fury because you start, you know, ahead of the enemy team. But it didn't quite happen this game. He got slowed down quite a bit. It's not like he's severely under-farmed by any mean, but I think you're right, whereas NoRunes, they have a 5k lead right now, and all of their heroes play really fast.
Middle tower is in trouble from the way it's being destroyed as I speak.
Things are not going to slow down either. Thankfully, Tiny did just finish his Blink Dagger. Between that and Puck getting on top of someone, you could find a kill. I really didn't like Puck going for the Switchblade first. I talked about this at the beginning of the game, how the lack of initiation means I think Puck needed a blink.
Coil does come out mid. He's just going to pop it again. Mortimer Kisses come through. Avalanche as well. They got him. Beautifully done. Tombstone dropped onto the high ground. Big freezing field, but nice cancel there by the Rubik. The stolen orb. He ends up getting picked off, though. A nice turnaround, though. Morphling coming back into the game. A buyback from the Rubik as well. They want to chase for more, and Crystal Maiden just destroyed by the zombie army. Ends up being a 2-for-2 trade, but now Hiko is starting to make his presence known as they find the Tiny. He steals the toss. Nice blink away from the Tiny, but an Avalanche toss from Mini himself. Ooh, he's got to be careful, playing on almost no HP as they'll even pop the tower fortification there to try and buy them some space. So NoRunes ends up being a kind of even exchange, but definitely favorable for Dreamers as they do get the Void Spirit. They get the buyback from the Rubik as well.
Shutting down this Void Spirit is pretty important. I don't think they would have found that kill onto him had he completed the Sanjin Yasha before he died. Again, that status resist would have gotten him out of like that stun of him snapping the coil himself there.
Yeah, I know you meant
There's next time-
Sanjkaya, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
It was also a lot of space for Adrian. I mean, they brought the Morphling mid lane as well, so he got bottom tier 1 tower, farmed up quite a bit, closing in on his Aghanim Scepter, and this is... I mean, it's all kind of good signs for Dreamers if they can keep plays like this happening. But yeah, with the Sanjkai coming out on the Void Spirit, it is something that becomes quite scary. I'm not a fan of Snapfire's not getting the shard. I feel like it is absolutely essential once you have 2 points in Mortimer Kisses, you need the shard. Yeah, that cookie will not help. Oh boy, that's a stolen avalanche.
I mean, it's not as good as it used to be.
It's still
No,
pretty
you
good.
don't have debuff and application, but yeah, it's pretty good. It's huge AoE stun.
Yeah,
Rubik can make
exactly.
a lot happen with it.
Easy range too, right? Like you can throw it from so far away on the Rubik.
Going for Force Staff is his first item rather than the Aether Lens, though.
Makes sense. Makes sense, right? You're against heroes like Monkey King and Snapfire and Puck and all this stuff. Like having these Force Staffs will do quite well.
Yeah.
Like if someone snaps coil, you just Force Staff them away. Looking top lane for Hiko. There's the coil, the avalanche as well. He's gonna pop the coil there. He's trying to prevent the toss, and he does. The spiders do their job, but they will chase him down into the trees.
Yeah, he's put the spiders on top of himself, just make it as difficult as possible for Tiny to actually get that toss onto him. Chain stun, but he still ends up just melting way too many heroes on top of him. Now, this is space for Adrian to go for the Aghanim Scepter as a second item. But again, by the time you have that, the Void Spirit's going to... You'll have your Aghanim Scepter, and you won't have your item after that by the time Void Spirit gets his eggs. And that's what you're really afraid of.
The Void Spirit Ags is very strong.
Yeah.
Into Roshan they go. I mean, they've got the Undying damage amp. It's quite good. Curious if he's going to drop the Tombstone because he is dying very fast. There it is.
Yeah.
Undying, not known for his armor. Drakeel does manage to get the D-Ward. This is a core Snapfire. She pops the Guardian Grease, but just gets popped back instead. Okay.
I actually didn't know that it worked like this. This was due to how they had to change the Shadow Shaman wards around, right?
What was it?
Just Roche targeting the Tombstone now. It takes him 32 hits to kill the Tombstone.
Oh, I didn't know he could target the Tombstone.
Me either. I'm just learning that now.
That's actually huge. What the heck? Because
Yeah,
the whole
because
point of
one
Tombstone,
out
like
of
normally
32
is...
per.
Yeah. Normally you let the zombies tank it because, you know, it's 2 hits each, but...
No, the zombies continue to hit him though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
32 attacks.
That's way better. That's way better. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah.
I'm going to go play some off lane Undying again.
Big brain Nuages.
You remember the good old Echo Saber Undying build, right?
Yep.
That thing was fun. Mini here has the Manta style. He's not too worried. They do get him with the silence. Wukong's command. Oh, avalanche toss back inside of the freezing field, but Mini is still alive. Just morphed through so much of this damage. Waveforms up to the high ground. He is out. They spent everything on Dreamers here, short of Mortimer Kisses.
I mean, thank God with the extra 250 waveform range.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he doesn't make it out of that one. But he did still have the Aegis possible. He could have gotten out with a second life, but expended a lot there. I don't think they'll back off. Like, continue to put pressure on this tier 2 tower, then they'll move to the outpost, take control over Dreamer's jungle after this one.
Yeah, absolutely. Well played by NoRunes. That's kind of the strength of the Broodmother. And she's got the BKB done on the way to Shard and a Scythe of Ice. The Shard is surprising because I don't really feel like I've seen that many heroes go for the, or that many Broodmothers go for the Shard. We'll see. I guess you could tank, you could literally tank Wukong's command as Broodmother with a Shard, I suppose.
Yeah.
All right, Tombstone goes down. They get to work here on the tower as the fortification expires. Again, they will get the refresh. Mini still has that Aegis for 3 more minutes. Oh, avalanche. No. Doesn't actually throw the avalanche. Just gonna be the toss into the silence. Because they really want to pop that Aegis, but it's not easy. Broodmother putting herself on the line as well. They get the tier 3 and they will just back away.
They're gonna smoke up instead of waiting inside their base on a wrap. Yeah, they want to. I mean, we saw the same thing on a wild card.
Yeah, but you don't have Monkey King here. Maybe they
And
find a
that's
good
exactly
pick
why
off
they think
mid,
they're
but
not gonna run into them here. Void Spirit would be the ideal hero, but
oh, they managed to grab the Morph there on the backside, but he gets the Morph off anyway. Mortimer Kisses just shredding through the Void Spirit. No one there to cancel it. They get the first kill. There's going to be a trade, though, to get the Tiny as well. Drakeel on the backside, trying to get away from Hiko, but he can't do it. Oh, big Wukong's command. Does manage to trap him in safety, pops the BKB, but the soldiers, you got to be careful. It's time to run.
Yep, so they decided to get out of there. I mean, they take the trade, the Void Spirit for the Crystal Maiden and the Tiny. I think they're happy about that, I'm going to be honest.
You still didn't get the Aegis, though.
Yeah, that's true, but it does stall out a little bit of time on it. It's got a minute and 40 seconds left. This Void Spirit is a mass problem. Like, he's just going to jump your back line. If you can slow down his Egg and Scepter, I think you're kind of happy.
No coil, but it's the silence. They're going to try and grab the Morphling here in the mid lane, but he, of course, just morphing through it. He's got the shard. Avalanche comes through from the Tiny, tosses him on back, but Mini is still so damn tanky, and they can't find him. Puck continuing the chase now onto Nuages. They'll just settle for the Undying as the Rubik. He might need to run as well. Oh, nice catch there from the Morphling, just putting him back. And now, actually, with the rotation from the Broodmother as well, Adrian's starting to fall a little bit low, but the Guardian Creeps will keep him topped off. Boundless Strike comes through. They find the kill. Morphling still managing to play out just a sliver of HP as they get the nice stun there onto the Puck. And, of course, the Remnant there to follow it up. Snapfire tries to TP on home, not going to be able to. Telekinesis to interrupt that. And Drakeel now, he's hunting for the Rubik. He's like, you killed me, man. Oh, no.
Oh, come on. You really passed the Rubik the bottle.
Oh, that's nice. That's
come on.
What a good guy.
That's
Mr.
friendship
Jeans.
right there. If it was Gunner, he would have taken the rune, the regen rune from
told
Husky.
Lelis or Husky to go back to base.
Yeah, go back to base. I need this. I'm the protagonist. How about you build another aura item?
Well, 4K lead now. They're looking for Mini again. 15 seconds on the H time. They have failed to kill him so far in every single fight. I can't imagine they can do it now.
Looks like the Dire figured out where Radiant's top tower.
Oh, Avalanche. Oh, they get the toss back. They need the Avalanche as well. He ends up stealing Freezing Field. So Nuages goes down. And they get the support, but Rubik with the Freezing Field steal will just TP away.
It's a level 1 freezing field. Still could be scary in the right situation, especially now that he's a Blink Dagger for better positioning, though.
Things are looking dire.
Aghanim Scepter is done on Void Spirit now.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Their bottom tower is in
That
trouble.
burst damage that comes through is pretty nuts, too.
Yeah, I mean, it gets a lot strong. They nerfed it in the way that they changed like the talents around, so the Resonant Pulse damage is now at level 20 rather than 15. The timings worked really well together before.
Oh, Hiko BKBs right away as they're going to go in. Managed to bring down the Tiny as Puck will just retreat. There's a DD rune going to be found top as well.
Yeah.
And they want to give this one on over to the Morphling.
Yeah, probably pass the ball to him. Unfortunately, they're not going to be able to do anything with Roche with this one. It'd be so nice if Roshan was up and did a DD rune on the Morph. But we see the minimum respawn timer is 100 and... I'm sorry, a minute 50 seconds.
Oh, there's going to be the 4 staff in. They grab the Monkey King. No BKB on him. He drops the Wukong's command. The Boundless Strike gets interrupted, though, as the Roots will hold him down. He almost gets a return kill there by himself, but they will eventually bring down the Void Spirit. A 1-for-1 so far, but Mini with the BKB looking for more. He's got his eyes set on the Snapfire. She cannot escape. Freezing Field up on the high ground. Crystal Maiden trying to fight 1v1 against Hiko, but it's not going to happen. In comes Jaymari once again. They finally get the Morphling. The burst damage is there from the Tiny. And then not a bad trade. With both Void Spirit and the Morphling dead, Puck can keep going. And they will get the D ward there after they realize they had to have vision.
Yeah, those are huge kills.
I'm surprised this Puck's not hunting for more. Ooh,
He is now.
Yep.
Like getting on top of this Rubik who's got force blank and face shift is not easy. He's gonna have to let him go. And top lane, they actually might just lose a range Rex here. But they don't fort it. In fact, I'm pretty sure they lose this.
Oh, 1 HP, neph.
It's dead.
And now it's dead. Okay. They tried. He could have tossed the catapult somewhere else, you know.
Where? It would have still been in range. Nowhere to toss it, unfortunately.
What can you do?
Those catapults are simply built different.
It's true.
Anyways, we see Windrush respawns another 10 seconds here, but Dreamers, despite getting absolutely blasted post-laning phase, is starting to bring it back a little bit. Finding all these kills onto the Void Spirit and Morphling.
You know what I forget about sometimes?
What's that?
I have these like custom creeps that I use, and I've literally been using these for like probably 6 years, and in my eyes, like this is the default creep. Like there's no other creeps. Oh,
I don't have any of that stuff turned on.
dude, these ones are so much better. They're like easier to differentiate the different creeps.
You have trouble telling the difference between the green creeps and the red ones?
No, dude, it's the creeps inside their like. I don't know. It's more easily to tell the range creeps from the melee creeps and stuff.
You can't tell the green ones from the red ones, or the ones with staffs from the ones with swords?
Yeah, it's just easier.
All right, buddy.
Roshan under siege here from NoRunes. Once again, they don't bother dropping the tombstone this time. As Minnie's gonna grab the Aegis, the Shard. Who do you give this to? I guess probably the Rubik. I don't think you really care too much about the Undying unless you really want the Flesh Golem cooldown. Which he's thinking about it. I imagine they give it to
The only way he
save is
takes
really
this, the only way he takes that is if no one else notices that there's a shard.
nice. Yeah. Dude, this Undying Golem is hilarious. It's just an extra arm hanging off the back of it.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect timing.
All right, they're gonna try to breach high ground here. It's only a 5k net worth advantage that they have. Things are pretty even.
Yeah, but it feels so much worse than that somehow. I think it's just the Morphling. He has that one death we just saw, but it took a lot for them to get that kill. And now with an Aegis, just feels even more difficult. Has the completed Scotty. And Rubik's queued up an Aghanim Scepter for himself. Ooh, smoke's gonna pop. The waveform comes in. Quick response there from the Rubik. They find themselves a nice kill as 5 on the backside. Gets chased down by Mr. Jeans. Crystal Maiden will fall as well. Puck able to escape, obviously, but 2 pickoffs onto both supports. Only 1 with buyback.
Mun King just finishes BKB now. So he has this, but not with buyback, and dead outside the base, killing the Rubik.
Okay, that's actually really nice. But your tier
You say
3
that,
is dying.
but- yeah.
Wukong's command. Oh, he's caught them all on the backside. Mortimer Kiss is coming through, but they don't actually have detection. Nuages might just walk away. No, it gets the tombstone out the last second. We'll be able to use that for some vision, but Adrian's going to try and set up and try and bring this one down, maybe? Nah, they just back away. Do not want to find in the tombstone. Drakeel, however, he says, that one's mine. He will grab it. Oh, they're going to buy back on the Rubik. See if he can get back into this fight, TPing into that outpost. Again, they have the BKB here on Adrian, trying to hold his ground, looking for Hiko. The BKB comes out. There's going to be the boundless strike as well. Morphling's first life is gone. The question is, do they have the follow-up? His BKB and his Manta is available. He is 5v1 right now as he laying into this Mugging King. He's able to win. He dodges the waveform with the mischief, but he finally falls. But Morphling rooted up, trying to survive. In comes the puck. Is it enough damage? It looks like they got him. Morphling will fall. A big win here for Dreamers. As Puck is not done, okay, he gets the TP out.
Yeah, at the very least, he managed to grab Hiko's courier there, but wasn't able to actually connect with the Void Spirit. Void Spirit, I didn't see what happened in that team fight, but he got blown up incredibly quickly.
Puck just killed him.
Even though he didn't die? No, he didn't die.
Yeah.
But his HP was like at almost nothing. He was just forced to retreat, so Morphling was there by himself.
Yeah, Puck ignored the Morphling and just went for the entire backline. He was just looking for every
Okay.
other hero.
Was it him who jumped the Void Spirit then?
I'd have to imagine so because he was not in the fight.
Mhm.
And now you have a really farm Puck. Enchanted Quiver plus Octarine Core. That's quite nice. Just over a 3-second cooldown on this Enchanted Quiver. That's good stuff.
Yeah, very cool.
Dude, this is the games where, like, Puck, once you get to this stage, just farms so fast, too. I'm curious what he ends up building for. I would hope we're looking for a Scythe at some point, because you will need that control for that Morphling. But right now, queues up an Aeon Disc. He does not want to die. Not a bad idea.
Yeah, we see a lot of people go for sites. I mean, Broodmother has one completed just to be able to get on top of the Puck. It's probably the reason why he builds the disc on the Puck.
Yeah.
When he go jumping him. I think pretty far back right now, but I guess they just don't feel like they're able to breach the high ground up until they have 1 or 2 more items.
I mean, we're almost dead even in net worth. Only difference of about a couple hundred gold. Somehow this game has been brought right back to the even point.
You got Chrysalis coming in out right now on Mini. I don't think that by itself is going to be enough to change anything. Like a Daedalus would be a massive DPS increase.
Mid lane, another smoke out from Dreamers. The Puck will be the one showing, but of course has that Aeon Disc being delivered on Courier, so we'll be able to assemble that at any point, unless he just, yeah, he doesn't even bother locking it.
Looks like Radiant's Courier just kicked the biscuit.
Okay, they managed to take down Nuage's
Tower is
Courier.
about to be a pile of smoking rock.
Jump them onto the high ground, instant hex, but again, the Aeon Disc will pop there, and Coil is available if they want to drop it, but they've got the BKBs available. Hiko just able to run away, but do they have the damage? They do. They've managed to finish him off, and there's your Coil, trapping both the supports onto the backside, and they go in on Mr. Jeans, as well as Mini on the Morphling, but inside the Wukong's command, you gotta be careful. The Scotty's slowing him up so damn much, under the cover of Invis, but a beautiful dodge there on the Monkey King. 3 dead for the side of NoRunes. Is up onto the high ground. It goes Nuage's, but a nice cookie to cancel it. Triple kill for J Mari as Dreamers clean up big in this mid-game fight.
Yeah. Mr. Jeans immediately tries to do damage control. It's up in the mid lane, clears that one out, and now he's going bottom. So realizing that fight is just lost, tries to make it so, all right,
Clear
they
waves.
take a tier 2, we
Apply
have
pressure.
Fortify. We'll have, what, 10 seconds of invulnerability because of that. If they take a tier 3, we'll have another.
Oh
So
boy,
they're
Puck
not going
is
to be able to
looking
get them
for
any
him.
objectives.
Radiant's
He's
middle
not
tower
gonna find him though.
is a pile of smoking rock.
TP's all the way back, and looks like it's going to be Monkey King who's making quick work of this tower.
Tower is hanging on by a thread.
Double catapult actually makes this a lot easier too.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't stay longer with the soldiers, but won't be enough to clean up the tower. On his way to a butterfly and then a basher. I mean, this is one of those items that is just so good on the Monkey King. Like that Morphling, once he was inside the Wukong's command, he didn't have a waveform. He just couldn't leave.
BKB now finally finished on the Void Spirit. I feel like he should have had this ages ago. He just hasn't been able to get in the middle of any of these fights. There's too much control for him.
Yeah. Drakil almost has a gobble up Aghanim Scepter here for the Snapfire as well.
I mean, they just need to take a fight right now because Mr. Jeans like hasn't been participating in the last several fights. He gets like disabled and then chased out. This is going to be a massive changer.
Yeah, definitely.
You can-
Your Puck's
the
not
smoke?
quite level 25 yet, because once you get the
There's a
you know,
pile of
magic
smoking rock.
piercing coil, then you have a different game here.
What are they waiting for? I don't understand. They spent a long time waiting to pop that, and they didn't get anything. Instead, they just waited for
Tiny's
Snapfire
actually
finished up the
positioned
Aghanim
really
Scepter.
well to break this smoke as well. Just hiding in the trees. It's going to pop the smoke. He actually doesn't have the vision quite yet, but they look for the Puck, and he doesn't take the jaunt. So smoke's not going to connect onto anything. It's tier
Ends up just
4
being
items
a
are going to
waste
start
of
dropping
time.
now.
Yeah, Monkey King ends up getting a butterfly as well while they do this. Like,
Yeah.
they spent like a solid minute and a half just now not connecting with anything. It took so long to decide if they wanted to smoke, walked up to the top lane, then didn't connect with anything either. It had like such a crucial timing as well. As soon as his BKB, which was already pretty late on the Void Spirit, came out.
I'm gonna be shocked if this Monkey King like buys the Ag Synth instead of buying the Basher and backpacking his boots. Smoked up here once again on Dreamers. Cleans up the little spiders there in the mid lane. That's going to give away that they are smoked, but they are still rotating into the top side of the map. They're looking for something. Ward sentries all placed in a line across the river here. Oh, Hex does come out again, has the Aeon Disc. Will be able to get popped and saved from that one for the moment. Tries to wait for a way. Mini needs to be careful. Waveform on cooldown for a few more seconds. Boundless Strike does connect. Force Staff to save him. The coil, it's going to connect. The question is, can they close out this fight? Silenced up here on the Monkey King. He's going to pop the BKB. Wukong's command comes out, but the buyback from the Morphling. They need to reset. You bump back on each of your cores, and they will disengage. Crystal Maiden?
Crystal Maiden? Walking
here?
too far forward there. Puck's coming back as well. He bought back there on Mini. I'm not sure if they hesitate here. They're afraid to go forward.
I mean, they've got the Broodmother. There is a Hex available, but the Cookie to stun. If they can finish this off, it's huge. Hiko's going to go down. Meanwhile, mid lane, they got the Puck. A dieback. Oh no, Jay Mari gonna regret that one. Gobble up though, send in the reinforcements. Tiny finds himself a kill. The Morphling needs help and fast. Waveform to try and survive. Tiny with the Yules. Buy him a little bit of space, but they're gonna continue the chase. Mini needs to run and fast. They get the root on top of him, and with the Monkey King here, you're gonna lose your health really fast. Boundless Strike, press the Cookie. Can they force the dieback here onto the Morphling? Pushes him away. The Waveform as well. He's on a sliver of HP. Gets the Morph, sends out the Avalanche. Nuages up onto the high ground. The Tombstone slowing down the side of Dreamers, and it's gonna be enough for the Morphling to survive.
The zombies? Okay. The zombies end up dying. They kill the Tombstone before the Tiny goes down.
And Mr. Jeans, he's already cut the mid lane again. Oh, gobble up. They're looking for him. Oh, he gets the Boundless Strike. I mean, there's no way he finds this kill, right?
No.
You would need the Puck for this.
So he's gonna walk away. Puck's still dead for another 55 seconds here without buyback available. Roshan is back up. Morphling is at full HP as well. I mean, pretty sure they just walk into the pit and try to take this one while Puck's still dead. Void Spirit and the Morphling should be able to...
Oh, that is a good spell for the Rubik. Tree Dance is quite fun to play with. Well, there you go.
Yeah, okay.
Hiko instantly BKBs thinking that there was going to be a fight, and the rest of Dreamers back on out. So, there's no BKB for the Brood now. Oh, he gets the tree cut on the Rubik, but the Hex comes out. Monkey King needs help. He's gone. Gobble Up sends him in. He's not going to be able to survive. The Mortimer Kiss is doing work to cancel out 5's freezing field, but Monkey King has no buyback. Absolutely massive. They will buy back now on the Crystal Maiden as the Tiny trying to survive this one will not be able to. Nuages will slip away there on the Undying. The Puck respawning though is huge.
Immediately teleport over the mid lane. Morphling needs to get started on this Roshan right away though. Take full advantage of the fact that this Monkey King is dead.
I mean, they used all the BKBs on NoRunes as well to kill that Monkey King. So, I don't know.
They're not gonna stick around for Roshan. I don't know. I guess the Tiny buyback, it starts to become a little bit scary. But rather than these other heroes by themselves, I'm really not afraid of it.
It does have an Aghanim Scepter. I'm trying to figure out who would take that this game. I mean, you can give it to Puck. Like, why not, I suppose. Super annoying ability, but... I mean, yeah, definitely. I'm trying to think for Dreamers. Like, who would take it on Dreamers? Right? Like, unless you get a BKB on Crystal Maiden, like, the freezing field upgrade's not going to happen. 18 seconds before the Monkey King comes back, luckily for them. Did not have to expend his buyback. In terms of that status, 3 down for the side of Dreamers and 2 of them down for the side of NoRunes, one of which is the Morphling, which is that definite win condition. Mid lane, a quick pick there onto Drakeel, and a staggered death timer is a big problem for them.
They are able to take a fight, I feel, even without the Snapfire. They smoke into the pit. If they walk up this hill with someone sitting on top of it, I mean, smoke pops there on the puck.
Oh.
Tosses the CM out, okay.
Get out of there. He's going for a Wind Waker on the Tiny. Each team playing under their own vision here around the Roshan. It is a massive third Rosh here. Whichever team gets this, I have to imagine will be able to close it out immediately after. Like this is like the fight to win. They're gonna go for a nice wraparound smoke here. The question is whether or not they will be able to scout it out. Crystal Maiden, not a bad spot here to pop this. She's gonna find it. The smoke does get popped in the nice Hex right away onto Crystal Maiden, but they do manage to find him on the backside. Adrian comes in onto the Morphling. He's stuck inside the coil. He can't get out finally. We'll be able to wait for him to safety as he turns attention over to Crystal Maiden. She will fall. 2 dead. Back there right away from the Broodmother. Puck helps find the kill there onto the Rubik as well as to clean up the wards up on the high ground. I mean, that's pretty much all your ults and all your BKBs again. They do have Mortimer Kisses and Gobble Up.
Outside the pit. This is getting ridiculous, man.
I mean, they have Gobble Up. They could play around this if they can get close enough. It is definitely...
Gonna try, it looks like.
Yeah.
They're going for it.
Oh, they got their eyes on Mini. They toss back. No, the Mortimer Kisses were into the pit. They cancel the Mortimer Kisses. A little bit of miscommunication on what they wanted to do there. And just like that, it's all going to NoRunes. Dreamers not on the same page.
Yeah.
As a free Ags for the Broodmother.
They could have won that right there.
Wait, are they actually going to give
You
it
have
to
the correct
Mini?
follow-up?
They do. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of those split-second decisions. Like, if you have the correct follow-up there for that toss back into the Snapfire immediately afterward, that could have been such a sick play.
I mean, if you just drop the coil, it instantly snaps coil, and you might be able to kill him there with the Monkey King, but...
Well, you're afraid of, like, the Rubik save coming out. Like, he's got telekinesis with Aghanim Shard. He could just, like, throw the Morphling somewhere else.
Yeah.
So I think that's what Tiny was trying to avoid there by tossing back on him Snapfire. Like, it's just very hard to execute communication like that in such a short window of time.
Oh, man. Super rough. And now, dead even once again on net worth as it swung back from what was at one point a 10k lead for the side of Dreamers. You now have a 1k lead for the side of NoRunes and a free Aghanim Scepter for the Morphling. So Monkey King going to have a real rough time now. I mean, assuming he even morphs into the Morphling. Or into the Monkey King. He's got a lot of really good options.
Well. He does indeed. I mean, being able to take attack speed away, it's pretty solid as well.
Yeah, the attack speed, 20% stats. It's going to, like, really shut down the Monkey King.
Well, I think you probably just want to grab the Tiny every time. The strength, status
waveform in. Oh boy. Oh, Wukong's command comes through. If they can get the voice, but he got a Yule's off just in time. He's going to be fine. The BKB connects. Morphling inside the Wukong's command does end up falling on the backside. They catch the Undying as well. 4 steps up onto the high ground as Puck looking for these heroes. Aeon Disc will pop and save him for the moment. As he's going to be able to just orb away. 4 staff saving the Tiny here as Monkey King goes in one more time. He has his BKB available. He's going to be forced to use it. Mini, he does get the Morph off, holding him down. He does have a Satanic, another telekinesis play to try and get him some space. Pops that Satanic. They've managed to take down the Void Spirit. His buyback is available. A nice cookie and a nice boundless strike. Mini, he's out for the moment. Wait a minute, you might be in a little bit too deep. There it is, the buyback from the Void Spirit. He wants to be able to rejoin the fight. Tiny falling low, has to 4 staff himself to safety. A nice little Yule's play there from 5. They get the disengage. Dude, if they all get out, this is huge. Puck is just disrupting the whole back line.
There's no way they get away with this. They're all really managing to retreat. Okay, they have to defend their throne there. The tier 4s were dead.
My,
the throne was dying.
Oh my goodness. All right, one more like looking away from the base like that, and you just lose.
Game over. Yeah.
All right. I mean, a clean fight from Dreamers. They forced the buyback there on the Void Spirit.
Yeah, I'm more so just shocked that all of them managed to get out of that one. I mean, the Void Spirit buying back into the game and still not catching anyone is insane. The Dreamers are doing such a good job at dodging these fights. It feels like such a large amount of this game has been played on their side of the map. But they've been so good at giving them a slip.
Smoked up here. Dreamers. I mean, they have to know they're smoked. They're sending spiders everywhere, not seeing anything. They're like, all right, they're smoked up somewhere.
Tiny's just working on a Wind Waker now.
Yeah. Snapfire is almost to the level 25. And at that point, you definitely go the Mortimer Kiss is launched in this build.
Yeah.
Super good. Does an absolute ton of damage. As they will find the D-Ward here in their own triangle. Crystal Maiden just going to hold on to the Philosopher's Stone.
Was a nice Cyclone
That's a
play.
DD rune. Wait, no, it's not. That just looked like it. Well, they jump in here on Mr. Gene's. Wukong's command comes through, but a nice telekinesis to hold the Monkey King in place for the moment. He gets the BKB off the bash here onto the Morphling. But who's going to win this fight? Morphling just waveforms out. He's going to be just fine. A lot of spells spent here from the side of Dreamers, and they don't manage to find anything.
You managed to stay on top of the Void Spirit. Unfortunately, wasn't able to find him on the backline. Did a nice job at staying inside the ring and dodging them out, but does put it on cooldown for another, what, I guess the cooldown isn't massive at this level. They've got 50 seconds without it.
Yeah. Looks like we have Morphling queuing up an MKB. Good item to deal with this Monkey King, of course. But all 5 buybacks are available for Dreamers now. If you happen to kill like Broodmother or Void Spirit, I mean, that's like a massive opening.
Yeah. You've taken a tier 2 tower down the bottom lane, so at the very least, they have 2 fortifies to work with, not 3 like they did before. But it's so difficult for NoRunes to take these fights into the Dreamers base when they all have buybacks like this.
Yeah.
Because again, we're dealing with so much disable that heroes can very easily get 100 to 0'd. And it's going to get a lot scary once Monkey King finishes off this data list that he's working on right now.
How do you feel about Daedalus over like the Arcane Blink build?
Well, that one? I mean, that one's good if you plan on like running this into 70 minutes. But he's still a very long way away from that.
Yeah.
It's also kind of hard against heroes that have like a lot of jump. Not that they do right now. That's like something that you need to be in a good position for, though. But Arcane, you mean like the Arcane Blink, Refresher Orb, and Divine Rapier?
Yeah. I mean, a lot of times it's just like... It's hard to justify in this game because... I think he just needs the burst damage, yeah.
So he needs to be kind of tanky as well, which is why he's gone the Scotty and the Butterfly.
Man, both teams really afraid to take a fight right now. But again, Dreamers, they're the ones with the buyback advantage. That's pretty huge. Tom goes on over to Mini. They really want to get him to his plus 16 morph duration talent. And there's a Deso queued up here on the Void Spirit since he did take the Astral Step crit. So, quite nice.
Morphling's other 25 is just plus 35 strength? That sucks. What the hell?
It's an interesting one for sure.
That's one thing to call it.
It's like one of those heroes where I think if they gave him an actual decent other talent, he'd be way too strong.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of, Snapfire just got her level 25, so the Mortimer Kisses machine gun is now online.
Man, Radiant does not like Dire's bottom tower, and it shows.
Both
Both
teams.
teams just playing their opponent's side of the map right now until Roshan respawns.
Yeah.
I mean, again, it's too difficult for them to break high ground. They could kill someone, but they know that everyone's got buybacks, and then they lose a fight immediately afterwards.
And Roshan, not even capable of respawning for another 40 seconds. They do have a gem now on the Tiny. So just going to sit here and see if anyone actually makes that rotation. One hero whose farm has, like, really kind of just stopped. The Broodmother, man. This hero has not gotten any net worth, really, since that Scythe of Ice. Almost level 25, but kind of rough.
Yeah, I was working on a refresher war. I mean, just have double BKB, double Scythe of Ice.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Void Spirit builds a Desolator.
Yeah.
At 52 minutes into the game.
Astral Step crit and goes Nullifier. This is like this is definitely the late game build I like on the Void Spirit. It actually allows you to just like kill any support.
Well, you can try. He's been really struggling to find his place in fights.
Super fast Roche. It's like literally 20 seconds. Dude,
Yeah,
they're smoking across the map though. They know the Roche can be up any moment.
Shut my eyes right now.
Tiny, don't leave. Don't do it. You've spent this long in there.
Oh, he's about to do it. He's about to leave the pit. This pause means he leaves for sure, man. He's not going to circle back on his way out after the pause. There's just no way. He's exiting the moment this
look at where the
happens.
puck is,
His
dude.
whole team is there, though.
Puck's in base.
Yeah.
Does have bots to get to the top wave at least, but with the rotation from NoRunes right now, they're going to run right into you at the Roche pit.
I mean, this guy could just buy bots, too.
I mean, yeah, he could. I also just don't know what he would buy instead. I feel like maybe you upgrade the Witchblade at some point.
Into the Revenant's Brooch.
Yeah, why not?
I legitimately forgot that item existed again until you mentioned it today.
Yeah, I think it's been picked up like it's probably picked up like 20 times in pro games, and I think it has one game that it's actually won in.
And we're back.
All right, there it is. Roche is up. Tiny. He's like, all right, guys, this is our moment. Remnant. Oh, it finds him. Tiny needs to be a little bit careful. Force Staff safety telekinesis is going to pull him back. And there's the Hex that comes through. Another Force Staff. It's going to get him up onto the high ground. He's going to be okay. Meanwhile, Puck manages to pop the Aeon Disc there out of Rubik. So some good starts for the side of Dreamers once again. Fourth Roshan, so Aegis, Cheese, Refresher, and Ags available. Both teams just cutting mid waves.
Yeah, unfortunately, the creeps are already in the mid lane against the Dire squad here. Someone's going to have to...
Dude, if Adrian sets up the soldiers here in the pit, it is so hard to fight into this. And he's getting the work done. They're looking for it.
They know if no one's going back to defend that tier 3.
They drop the freezing field. They're just rushing it, trying to bring down the Roche immediately, but it's not dying fast enough as Hiko is going to make his presence known. The nice toss and is going to get popped. The nice Boundless Strike does come through. Everything's on the deck. Who gets it? The Aegis into the hands of the Monkey King, the Aghanim Scepter as well.
Everything.
They grabbed it all, man. They're cleaning up big. Jeans with the BKB popped up onto the high ground. The other side of the fight, Adrian, he's looking for this Broodmother, chasing after him constantly. Nice little flicker away, but Nuages, he's stuck up on the high ground next to his tombstone. And it's only a moment here before Adrian's going to be able to help secure that kill. He is stuck. Flickers in place, Force Staffs away. Goblep's not going to find him. He Force Staffed to safety. No way Nuages actually gets out here.
Oh, apparently he does.
Apparently he does.
Not a single casualty there, other than Roshan. And everything is picked up by the Monkey King. The kill ended up getting credited to Radiant, but that is it. That is the most anti-climactic. These teams are terrified right now, Ricky.
Well, Tiny now has a free Ags. So more burst damage, and he queues up a Daedalus. Oh, man. What a day of Dota we've had so far. They have a Refresher Shard and a Cheese. I'd be surprised they don't just give the... Oh, Puck just bought a Dagon 5. Yeah, that'll do it. That's an item.
This guy's just jumping the backline now. He's got the Dagon 5, Enchanted Quiver, Kaya Sanj. He's got massive spell amp right now on this guy. I'm pretty
And
sure.
Monkey King, uh, is that what I think it is? Oh, okay, it's Nullifier. I was like, is he going Rapier, dude? He's got a
No, he's not going
Nullifier.
Rapier.
Really big item. Oh, in the river. They've caught the Rubik. He goes down. Blink forward. Puck's found him. He gets caught by a Remnant, but a nice Aeon Disc will buy him some space. They manage to take down the Undying as well. Mini on the run. Hiko caught by the Boundless Strike. Nullifier does come through. The BKB will give him some space. But Puck just toying with these guys. Has to be careful. Doesn't even take the jaunt. The Avalanche will catch the Morphling. They send him back. The BKB comes out, but he's stuck inside the Wukong's command. Mini needs help. He pops the Satanic, trying to heal his way through this waveform to the low ground. He's going to be okay, but they continue the chase. Surrounded by 5. Morphling goes down. Oh, man.
He's got buyback available. But immediately Puck just starts pushing on the top way. They're not going to let the creeps start hitting their throne again. Instead, they're going to shove down the mid lane. They throw Monkey King into the Undying.
What?
They threw him right into the base.
Just gobbled him up. Why not? I guess it works. Buyback there on the Morphling. That is a dieback.
His BKB refresher shard and cheese.
That's it for Radiant's middle tower.
Monkey King still pretty healthy here, like you said. Everything available. He does get the morph off, which will slow down his attack speed, but they managed to claim their first lane of barracks here 57 minutes into the game. And they've got double catapult wave here in the bottom. Puck about to TP in, join the fun. And Gobble Up locked and loaded. Send him in, boys. Just goes right into a Remnant. Tiny has to force staff himself on out. But
They've got another
Adrian,
Fortify available, and their top lane is protected by a tier 2 that's still standing.
yeah. Yep. I mean, could you just go tier 4s is the question, or do you not want to risk it? They just back out.
Giving up that Roche cost them so much. Like, they can't get out of the Monkey King. He gets to play so far forward.
Yeah. Snapfire has a Hex now as well.
Yeah. Hex on Snapfire. Your Monkey King is essentially a range right clicker now.
If you're a fan of Radiant's top
And here they
tower,
go. This is going to open up the last tier 3 and grant them Mega Creeps 26k net worth advantage. I mean, net worth lead.
Gobble up.
They throw Tiny in.
He's just in again. They instantly hex him. He just gets cookied on down to the low ground. Meanwhile, Puck causing some havoc here. Does have the Aeon Disc, of course. The Mortimer Kisses. Oh my god. Goodbye, Rubik.
He doesn't have money for buyback either.
200 gold away.
He's 200 gold short.
I bet on Radiant's top
He's got to like drop an item and have one of his teammates break it or
Yeah.
something like that.
I don't know. They just jump on in. They manage to just continue to deal out this damage. Tiny with that Daedalus doing some work. They jump onto the backside. They manage to get the Monkey King with the Hex, but again, he's got that Aegis. It will get popped. 5-5 on the side. Falls so fast. I mean, he's going to buy back right into this game. And there it is. Monkey King drops the Wukong's command. No, pump fakes it. He's holding just BKBs. He will throw it now to try and secure this last lane of barracks as he pops that refresher shard as well. Gobble up. Send him in. It's just a creep. Never mind. Boring. But Mini caught out by that Hex. They managed to get him the toss. Will snap the coil. No, just managed to sit right on the edge. Another Wukong's command does come through the Nullifier, and the Basher's Mini goes down. That's the dieback that you needed. And Mr. Gene's going to try and survive this one, but it is all done and dusted here for the side of Dreamers as they finally look like they're going to close out this game. GG's drop, and Dreamers get the game at 59 minutes.
NoRunes, despite controlling the map, the majority of the game just aren't able to close it out. They were too good at defending their high ground, and it felt like this Void Spirit, like you mentioned, just couldn't get a foot into these team fights towards the end of the game, and the Morphling wasn't able to do it all by himself. The Undying had fallen off. The Rubik wasn't doing that much, and for a lot of this game, like despite his decent start, Hiko just felt kind of like an aura bot there, and Morphling, after getting 6-slotted, was just completely overwhelmed.
Yeah. Dude, what a nuts game. Really well played from both teams, but yeah, just the better late game performance. J Mari on the puck, really the MVP here, in my opinion. Like, he just did so much work, just putting these Aeon Discs on cooldown, just disrupting team fights, and never allowing them to just, like, actually fight 5v5. So, really, really, really good plays all around.
Yeah, very impressed. I mean, I'm looking at this now, like, hero damage is decent by Mr. Jeans, but he just kept getting blown up whenever he tried to go in. I think the BKB ended up coming too late. I think a lot of people would consider or reconsider even playing Void Spirit now after watching this game.
Told you, man. The
The
hero just
performance
feels
wasn't
so
bad.
bad in the late game. He
Yeah,
just
I mean,
does
he
not
found
scale.
kills on the puck in the early game. Like he stomped him, or found a couple of solo kills off to him, but in the end, it just didn't matter,
Yeah, not at all.
which is rough.
Whew. It has been a long day so far, but we still have one more game to go, everyone. So stay tuned. As the final game of the evening, Runes versus Dreamers Esports. So stay tuned, everyone. We will see you in just a little bit.